just so you know, for Eric, you're gonna demo out the medicine cabinet, demo out this little board in here. We're gonna basically have to demo out some more drywall. I would suggest you remove this drywall all the way to that end. And then for your rough opening, you're gonna go from stud to stud inside 33 inches. That's our minimum. Then cut your studs to 2.5, Bob. If you want to go ahead and cut it in the shop and bring it in here, that's 2.5. Mark, do you want to do 2.5 boards or do you want to do 3 normal boards? So I would go 2.5 and then put your pressure treated and then put a piece of 3/4 plywood, Bob, and then another so you don't have a big dam, especially with 2.5. So basically you got 2 studs and then sandwiched in the middle would be either a 1/2 or 3/4 inch board. And we're gonna chip all this concrete, center the drain in here, set your eye box at 16.5 from framing to the center of the eye box valve. Mark the height of these. We normally put them at like 82 to between 80 and 84. You're pretty tall. Do you want to go 84?
Yeah.
84?
Yeah.
Okay. So 84 is
Because
the height.
I'm not gonna use it that
Of your
much,
center.
but by the time you end up
Yeah,
with
you
something
end up
coming
with
down,
not
it's like
coming
right
down.
on your head.
84 or 82? We do a lot of 82s.
84.
84, and then the valve will be set at normal height, right?
Should be.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
I'm
have
just
one.
saying, you have no special request, yeah. Normal height on that. Keep in the toilet.
No.
No,
Okay, you're putting in a new toilet, okay?
no. Those are all going to get
Okay.
clean, and
Yeah.
repipe company going to put new angles.
What I'm
stuff
saying, are
and all
you reusing the toilet bowl?
No.
that. No,
It's actually not a bad toilet. Alright, so that's that. In here, Bob, if you come across in here, this closed board needs to go, but the drywall here can remain. I would remove, Mark, can you stay with me to confirm? I would remove this drywall, I would remove all this drywall all the way to this point, and I would probably remove the drywall in the ceiling because you're half pregnant anyways. Those lights will have to be redone. Are you okay with that? It just will be cleaner, that's just my
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
especially if this is coming out and going out.
Yeah.
Okay? If you're removing it, just clean all this up. The only drywall you're keeping is this wall and that back wall, because you're not doing much there.
talk about
Okay.
ceiling.
The soffit here, you're gonna have to meet with Robert, the HVAC guy, to figure out how he's gonna do that for the fart fans and all of this. Also, if there's any fans, Bob, go ahead and have Pinsky set the valve. Mark, if you want to move this valve,
Done.
remove this.
The bathroom
You're gonna put a
fan.
new one in. I would put a new
Oh,
one
it
in.
needs a
there
brand new
on
one. I think it
the
doesn't even
box.
hardly work, so yeah.
So
wherever
put
it
one
needs to
in, and then if you want to center it, if you can, with a toilet, Bob, which is the toilet with 51.5 from rough to the center, it's 51.5. If there's no boards in the way, that's fine, you can put one in. Set those up so Robert can do the ductwork for that, okay? So this is downstairs. Then here, you need to decide if he's gonna go with a 2-panel or a 3-panel. The header on this, Bob, this was added. We need to make sure whatever that terminates to be, if he's gonna recess that, you might as well recess this, if you have room, and then raise this header, and then make the opening so that the height is the same. I'm gonna get them 2 window doors. I need them to orient and look the same, okay? And if you're gonna cut the concrete there, you also have to cut the concrete here. And then him and I basically just work out some of these details. The gas line was cut here, so that needs to be found and then be, moved around. We did that to be able to flush out this beam. So just make sure you find the gas line and you do your thing, okay? Don't forget that. Then in here, just meeting with the engineer, figuring out what needs to happen with the post, what this opening is gonna be, because obviously the door can't open up here, recessing that. And then the rough end for the hose bib and everything like that, okay?
And then figure out the concrete parts.
Cutting this 154-inch framing from that to the rough of this. The height of this is what Adrian and I talked about. So I don't remember what the thickness of the countertop is gonna be, 2.25. So basically, make sure Adrian knows cement to rough right now is 35.5. And he wants the countertop to go all the way in. They just need to finalize the design. And then see if they want to have the outlets down low, horizontally balanced, or underneath the uppers. So those are all things. This in here, checking with this engineer, he said 1/3, no more than 2 inches, strapping it. So figure that out so that drain could be done. All of these pipes needs to be obviously reworked with their repipe company that they choose. Okay, and removing the windows and the stucco here probably too, Bob. You know, I removed that. Cleaning it up. I'm sure there's a 2x going across here, 2x8, and then deciding, are you gonna fur the wall out? When this wall comes in, do you wanna bring this and fur the wall out to be all flush, or do you wanna have a recess?
I think we
So-
left it like it was gonna be a little.
A bump out?
Yeah, because we were trying to maximize this window, so I think we're
Okay,
just gonna leave it
so
like.
you're not gonna fur all the way down, you're gonna maximize the window, so just clean that up. Again, figuring this out and making sure that's all good. Then my recommendation is just, Mark, at this point, just get rid of all this casing and redo it, because it's just gonna look funky to have part in, part out. So if you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4 openings, just remove all of that trim so that everything stays new and consistent. Okay? Is that okay?
What about the
Well-
one on the top?
Yeah, I mean,
but then to reinvent this detail, and you got notching, and you got this, and you got that, and then you gotta have new here. It's just better just to just knock it all out and get all new trim and have it paint the same and look the same.
this is like standard base stuff.
It is. It is. But just to get the thickness right, get the painting right, it's actually better.
It's gotta get repainted.
It's better to replace it, since you're gonna put all new windows, and be half in a room and trying to match the exact thickness and the reveal and everything like that. My vote is to remove it all, you decide, okay? What I would do is just blow this up and at least protect this somehow, just put something in here, they're keeping all this, right?
We're gonna,
You're gonna
we
redo.
were, this is all gone. These are, we were gonna try to keep this, if we can, but I don't know if we can.
Most likely it's gonna go, yeah.
I don't know if we can.
Okay. So, all of this trim, my opinion, should go, so it matches. That's your new opening, so remove all this trim. That way, when this gets trimmed out, it's the same. Are
We
you?
have one other point here, so.
This gonna look so good.
This, so when it was raining, you can see,
Yeah, it's
and
rotted.
it dripped down through the slider down there, so this flashing has been, you can see it's painted wrong. Somebody did flashing here, I think flashing problem needs to be looked at.
So, are you gonna keep this?
The deck, yeah.
The problem is if you keep the deck mark, all of this shoes needs to come out. Then you need to have all the stucco removed. All of this needs to be waterproof, right? And then they need to re-glaze the deck and then put this back on. So it takes all of those steps to make that happen correctly. Because you can't just patch this and not know, because you know what I mean? Like otherwise you patch that and you.
Someone did the flashing across the whole thing here at some point.
Yeah, it looks like, but it didn't fix the leak. So you're still having problems.
Yeah, I know, it's coming out through there.
So it looks like somebody, like this is the right time, if the door comes out, then you get the glass down.
You can see the flashing this side.
Strip this down, Mark. And then you need to make a new pan underneath this. You need to have a whole waterproofer to create a whole system in here, and then deck this or ply deck or whatever you do, and then make sure that you have blocking underneath and put that whole thing down if you're gonna keep this. Otherwise, you can try to take this off. And, so this door needs to come off.
Soaking up water.
Yeah, this door needs to come off. You need to have a whole pan, a whole. But then this is not gonna. You need your glass railing and shoes. I mean, I'm not a tech guy, but I'm just telling you the ones I've done.
Alex, you want to come and talk here? So I just want to have one continuous
This is a
video.
really good idea.
Yeah, that.
The only thing is, you're gonna have to put the light probably above or something. Bob, you put this big window here. Is this opening right?
This